And hello and welcome back to pitch 2 at the Highfields Sports Complex for the Touch World Cup 2024, the penultimate day, and we're into finals footy. It's quarter-final affair between Ireland and New Zealand. And we're in for a tasty one, Kate.
Yeah, absolutely. No, looking forward to seeing what these two teams bring. Two pretty strong sides in this division, and yeah, excited for a bit of finals footy today.
Oh, it looks like Ireland middle, Sebastian Caldwell trying to go over. Nothing doing, that could have been given forward, isn't. Caldwell checks off to Kennison. Lovely line, cut off the ball, a big collision. I think the referee in the defensive line.
Yeah, looks like he's shaking that one off, luckily.
Yeah, we'll see it on the replay here. It was Kennison checking off to number 8, John Ennis, colliding with the ref, and Ennis is a big boy, wouldn't want to be that referee.
New Zealand got a seventh defender in that line.
As we see New Zealand now roll through their line attack. Goldsmith, great feet from Goldsmith, that's fifth touch. And it's picked up by O'Hea. Oh, lovely intercept, and both teams killing each other out early. And Sebastian Caldwell with a couple really good interventions early doors.
Yeah, lovely there, really well held. You know, it's always, we were saying about high risk, high reward on those intercepts. Got to make sure you keep hold of them. But yeah, lovely and good take there, and Ireland can capitalise off this, hopefully.
Yeah, and Ireland get a tap penalty in the midfield. It's 15, Fraser McCullen. Ireland now really stressing out. In the defence early doors, Michael Kelly checks off to Langford. Langford coming back towards Kelly. They look for the long bomb to the wing. Good footwork. And it was Conor Windle just touched at the last. I'll look to recycle the play, but well crowded out. Ireland taking it to New Zealand. New Zealand driving up their box side. It's a really good carry. And Sasu were happy. Check off to Cooper. Cooper looked to dump the ball for Edwardson, but it just bobbles, and a couple of mistakes creeping in for the New Zealand team.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, if Ireland can you know, convert this and capitalise off it, it's looking like a good first couple of minutes for Ireland here.
Yeah, Ireland riding their confidence, that's for certain, in this men's 30s quarter-final. There's no second chances on finals footy. You've got to go hard, you've got to make your opportunities count, and just as we're complimenting Ireland's attacking threat, they cough the ball up. New Zealand with a good midfield platform to launch and an extra 10 metres for not delivering the ball back to the mark.
Yeah, you don't want to be giving New Zealand that opportunity really on the halfway.
Some would say it's a recipe for disaster, giving unforced errors to New Zealand, such as their hands as they look to go expansive. Early doors, Hornbrook in the 6th jersey, trucking up the middle. Here is Hornbrook, working with Hodgson. Hodgson, Hornbrook. Hodgson at the half, back to Hornbrook, back to Hodgson. 3 on 2, can they execute? They look for the long bomb to the wing, and that will be the opening score. And it's Haimura Samati getting over in the corner.
Yeah, lovely setup here. Just with that pass back, going against the grain. Lovely peel to the wing there, and safe hands on the wing, like you say. Lovely finish for New Zealand.
And we've sort of been joking all week. It's best job in touch being a New Zealand or Australian winger, because you just benefit from gorgeous play in the midfield, and then your name's on the score sheet.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Collect all those scores on the door for sure.
Yeah, I know where I'd like to play. That's for sure. Just stand and look pretty on the wing, and then dot down. I mean, we saw Francis, the Australian Men's Open, chalk up 17 a few days ago in one game, which is just outrageous. As once again New Zealand with Goldsmith, great yards up the middle. Oh, big contact in the midfield. Another ML play, oh, passive link, and it is stunning as Kit in our commentary booth starts to go flying due to the wind. Thank you very much, New Zealand sub-box, for saving us. And it was O'Hea thinking he went through on the passive link, but the ball adjusted to go forward.
Yeah, New Zealand letting Ireland off the hook a little bit there, and giving them an opportunity to get some yards up, get some fresh legs on, as we're seeing now, injecting that bit of pace.
Oh, nice ball out to the link, 2-on-1, but touch is made. It was number 12, Nicholas Long, trying to funnel this New Zealand defence, but nothing doing, and great yards made again from Edwardson. Real workhorse in the midfield, chewing up yards left, right and centre. New Zealand into their line attack, scooping player. Can they find the spare man? Is there any space? Oh, it's beautiful from Happy Man line, started Hacky, and very quickly they double their lead.
Yeah, lovely finish there, just on that pickup. He's looking for support, and there it is. Lovely finish, really well held there, keeping control of the ball.
And it's rather rinse and repeat from the game that we've just seen on pitch 2, where Chile looked really strong in the opening 5, and then Australia just started to turn on the class and run away with it. And we're in danger of having a rinse and repeat script here in the men's 13s as Ireland cough the ball up once more, and at the moment it's all one-way traffic.
Yeah, looking like it a little bit at the moment.
It's another penalty, foot in the rock from Ireland, so great field possession for New Zealand, and it's actually we're happy taking the tap penalty. He's got Cooper, Lance Cooper in at the half, we're happy, Cooper at the half, and that'll be a hard touch, and it's easy meters at the moment. Sasu, we're happy. Yeah, at the half, we're happy. Looks to dive at the line, good covering touch. And we're happy, rolls the ball for Cooper. Cooper, pick up, we're happy. Oh, look like the link. It ghosted through a lovely little gap. Nothing doing though. We're happy up to keep hold of the ball. Cooper. Well, that seems to be off the mark, not given. Oh, an intercept and might go full length. He's going to stick the gas on. There was no touch made. New Zealand are appealing for it, but we could see the daylight between the two. And it's Sebastian Caldwell. Although they will look to pull it back. And referees, for me, yeah, referee calls the no touch, good integrity. And it is Sebastian Caldwell that goes all the way.
What a lovely finish there. Absolutely steaming through full pitch length. Lovely score there.
And I've been begging to call a couple full length intercepts, and there's one from Sebastian Caldwell. He's been the bright spot for Ireland. New Zealand though with the tap, so we'll try and rectify that perceived wrong. It's Hornbrook in at the half. Hornbrook at half, picks up, step back, looks long, goes to dive, but that's half court. So Ireland starting to find their feet in this tie.
Yeah, absolutely. Really good mid defence there. Just stepping up, knocking off, taking away those options off that pickup.
Yeah, and that's a hard touch from Panare Wells, and a little bit of frustration creeping into this New Zealand team. And we were after a close game, and I think we're getting one here.
Yeah, it's good to see. It's good to see. Oh. Really physical touches here.
Yeah, the physicality just creeping up in this men's 30s clash. That time, I believe it was Cian Mullen driving up for Ireland. I think just moments being taken. Tap penalty. We've got the pod of Kennison. Out to Langford. Langford. Kennison. Early release, good feet, but that will be a penalty for offside. Releasing early from Mark Hodson. New Zealand under the cosh a little bit.
Yeah, seems to be giving away a few uncharacteristic New Zealand penalties here. So this is a really good opportunity here for Ireland to get it back up to 0-0, as you would say.
We've got Langford back to Kennison. Oh, passive link. Really good option, and it's the try scorer Sebastian Caldwell trying to cut a line off the ball. Nothing doing, good defensive spacing. Caldwell. Caldwell at the half. Kennison. Oh, lovely show and go. See you later. And Ireland equalise, 2 tries apiece.
So lovely. This is a 32 setup here. Just looks for the dummy on the wrap and has everyone fooled. Almost the cameraman as well.
Yeah, cameraman sort of going with the dummy, and Kennison is over, and New Zealand looked like they were really in the ascendancy in the opening 10, but these last 2 minutes have been all green, and Ireland finding their feet in the men's 30s clash. It's been as we see over here. Oh, nice feet, good options from Lance Cooper. Flat ball out to the wing, good footwork, but that's 6-touch turnover, so Ireland finding their feet.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're in for a bit of a treat with this game, Joe, actually.
Oh, nice, the unforced turnover. Celebrated by this New Zealand box. They're desperate to go ahead. They feel a bit aggrieved by that intercept score. Just a bit of a conversation happening between the sideline ref and the New Zealand winger. New Zealand with a fresh set of 6 now at the line. Can they make it count? Hornbrook. We've got Hornbrook taking the ball, dumping hard. But here. Oh, lovely passive link. No touch, I don't think. Really good honesty from Ireland, and an even better line cutting through the middle. And once again, it's Hornbrook and O'Hare. And it's a beauty of an out-to-in line run by Rumaya Ruti. Getting over for New Zealand's third.
Yeah, lovely score there. Like you say, really hard running line, and a bit of deception there with the sweeper coming around as well, keeping the Irish defence honest. And New Zealand have got the ball again here, looking to get some fresh legs on and inject a bit of momentum coming on. Yeah,
it's great yards up the middle, and look at the pace down the wing. It's well crowded out, but it's number 15 for New Zealand, Matti, trying to go over. Nothing doing. That's a physical touch. That might be foot in the ruck or physical. Either one you could have been given. Nothing doing, and New Zealand starting to really turn on the style. NRL finish in the corner, and Tamati over for one more.
Yeah, what a lovely ball here. See it on the replay, hitting that short line, hit the wrap, and that miss passes on, and lovely finish there.
Yeah, I think an extra bit of flair, because he knows, yeah, lovely little celebration as well. At the moment, New Zealand are finding their feet once more, grabbing this game by the scruff of the neck and saying, no, Ireland, you look good, but we're better. And a couple unforced errors from Ireland, just surrendering possession to New Zealand. And again, it's touch one for me off this transition. Just eating up the yards, giving the attacking pod some platform. That could have been a loss of control. It is. And Ireland do manage to get the defensive turnover.
Yeah, lucky there. They had a little bit of a roll on there. That's testament, I think, to New Zealand's attacking pace and that running, that really strong direct running that we're so used to seeing with all New Zealand sides. But yeah.
And it is so direct, as you say, from New Zealand, and Ireland don't really have any answers for it, although I thought there might have been an offside penalty there, nothing given, so Ireland looking to scoop, they go long, tap back is on, it goes, however, 6-touch turnover. Oh, good manipulations, pass around the shooting Irish defence. And this is third touch on halfway. So a great platform for New Zealand to strike. And here we see it again with Lance Cooper dumping Fredwoodson. Cooper almost an intercept. Up in the passing lane was Michael Kelly. But unfortunately, 6 more. This is warning signs for Ireland.
Yeah, there it is again, that high risk, high reward, going for that intercept. Sometimes doesn't quite come off.
Cooper looks on his outside. He's got we're happy. Cooper, check off. Cooper in the half, working with Edwardson. Cooper, Edwardson hit the hard line. He does. Long balls on. Oh, lovely delay round the back. And once again, it's Sasu we're happy. And this is textbook.
Yeah, lovely here. Just see them hitting the short. The wrap is on with a dummy. What a line here from we're happy there. New Zealand just making it look easy, walking it into that space.
Yeah, New Zealand will be happy with their performance in this first half. Just over 5 minutes left to go, and they survived the Irish rebellion. Ireland roll into their strike play. Nice sweeper setup, good disguise. However, there's a loss of control at the ruck. But once again, Sebastian Caldwell seems to be the player who's going to make things happen for Ireland. But unfortunately, if you're relying on individuals against New Zealand, you're always going to be up against it, essentially 1v16.
Yeah, he seems to have established himself as a bit of a playmaker in this side. And but yeah, like you say, need the full 6 on board. And here we go.
What a pill. Oh, nice little out the back as well. New Zealand turning on the Kiwi flair. Deep switch, however, just goes to ground. But New Zealand enjoying themselves out there.
Yeah, absolutely. It's nice to see them sort of start to open up a little bit and play some more of that sort of flowing, open touch.
Just a comment on the amount of support that's around Highfields today. You can see it in the background of all the shots. Literally thousands of supporters down to watch what is the largest ever touch Rugby World Cup, and why wouldn't it be with the calibre of rugby on display. Nice link hole. Oh, there's a big contact in the midfield. I think it's accidental, looked completely accidental, but big nonetheless. And I think the refs will just hold play a little bit to make sure that the Irish player's all right. Seems to be a head contact. And again, it's completely accidental, but a nasty one nonetheless.
Yeah, looks like we've got some medical support coming on.
It's number 5 for Ireland, Tom Hopkins-Flanagan. He looks to be running a nice line off the ball, but big contact and a nice gesture from New Zealand there, just offering the sympathies. It's nothing intentional, nothing purposeful, no malice in it. Just one of those collisions, and that's what you get when you're running lines off the ball. You might get the ball, you might get a shoulder, it doesn't matter. It's New Zealand once again, so direct. That should have been an offside penalty for New Zealand, not given on that occasion. Ireland get away with one. And once again, it's Lance and Edwardson. Edwardson picks up, little hitch kick. Oh, and the link had run the cut. It was Ernest Torihaki trying to cut underneath. Perhaps the wrong option, and Ireland get away with it on that occasion.
Yeah, not quite to hands there, but what an injection of pace there. I just love seeing them picking up so fast and running so direct at that line. They're looking so dangerous.
It is dangerous from New Zealand. However, they get away with it. Fresh set of 6 now. Take the opportunity to get the fresh legs on. That's a good shooting touch from Ireland's number 8, John Ennis, getting out of the line. They're going to need many more of them to survive the most recent New Zealand onslaught. Hornbrook receives the ball back from Hodgson. Hornbrook, Hodgson, back to Hornbrook. No, he isn't. Sold me for a dummy, as well as the Irish defence, and ball goes wide. And once more, it's Haimura Tamati getting over in the corner. Very quickly, 5 becomes 6.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this pickup again, just the dummy. Burns on the outside. He's got the options, he's got the time. And yeah, lovely finish there. Really well executed from the middles on that occasion as well.
Yeah, and it's just the different options that New Zealand have in the midfield, just able to play around Ireland all too easily.
Yeah, absolutely.
And with just over 90 seconds left to go, it's making for grim reading from an Irish perspective, although nice little wraparound, flat ball out to the wing. However, intercept, so that's touch 0, first coming. And as you say, high risk, high reward. There's your reward from a New Zealand perspective.
Yeah, absolutely. We haven't seen New Zealand go for that intercept yet, so they're giving Ireland a bit of a taste of their own medicine, I think.
Yeah, not quite the full length as we saw from Sebastian Caldwell, but good enough. But they will go coast to coast. As Edwardson, lovely little delay pass. That should be 6 more. Not given 6 more, however, so Ireland get away with a hand in the passing lane.
Yeah, I think they were lucky to get away with that there, but we seems like there might be another injury here.
Yeah, and Ireland, unfortunately, have been on the receiving end of some quite nasty collisions. It's Fraser McMullen, and another head contact. And with just under a minute left to go, 45 seconds on the clock, this might be the last play of the half. As we see all the supporters here at the Touch Rugby World Cup 2024, say the largest World Cup, the largest international touch event.
Yeah, it is lovely to see everyone coming out for their, for their home teams, and travelling quite a distance as well. It's not just down the road for some of them.
No, exactly that, and it shows the commitment the growth of touch across the globe as we go into the final 10 seconds of this half. Hooter will go any minute at the beck and call. Ireland might get one more strike. They do get a nice dump, good footwork, ball goes long to the wing, tap back is on, and that will be 6-touch turnover and will bring us to half time. And what has been a rather breathless affair in the first half between New Zealand and Ireland forced tries down, but good value for their two.
Yeah, absolutely. Like they are bringing it to New Zealand as well. Like we say, it was really close in those first 10 minutes. They've sort of been in the second half of this half, if you like, that New Zealand have started to really get into the flow of it and up the pace a little bit. So it'll be interesting to see after the halftime talks what Ireland come out with.
Definitely, and Ireland have had opportunities, but they've coughed up possession on too many occasions. We are going to take a very quick break, and we'll be right back with you to bring you the second half of this knockout quarter-final men's 30s game. welcome back as the hooter is just about to get us back underway in this second half of the men's 30s quarterfinals between New Zealand and Ireland. New Zealand in the last 10 minutes of the first really started to put on the flare, and that's a nightmare start for Ireland. Hard touch off the first.
Yeah, not really what they want to be coming into this second half with. But good defensive effort, but can't be affording to give away those penalties.
Yeah, New Zealand, one of those teams that will make them play. Oh, it's a lovely disguised wraparound, and that is just straight up disgusting from New Zealand off the tap. Lovely little disguise on the play. And it's 16 for New Zealand and Ari Wells. I mean, what a nightmare start for Ireland.
Yeah, that was a lovely bit of play from New Zealand, though. Absolutely. Like you say, just a little bit naughty.
Oh. And it's Sebastian Caldwell again trying to go over for Ireland and emulate, well, equalise in this second half. Not quite happening for them, though. Caldwell again, good option. Looks to dive over the covering touch, but nothing doing. New Zealand relatively easy to number up.
Yeah, again, that New Zealand defence is proving to be pretty solid, pretty strong. The Irish are going to have to work hard this 20 minutes to get past that.
Yeah, if they want to get anything from this game, it's going to be a bit of a tall order when New Zealand are turning on the style. There's a little bit of a wraparound play as well, and it's these guys, Edwardson and Cooper. Edwardson, little hitch kick, let the goose loose. He goes through a gap. Can he find the spare man? Swiping touch comes in, but ball goes down, and Edwardson almost creating another one for New Zealand.
Yeah, well defended there by Ireland, though. Watching, he scoot through. He's running through there. You've got to try and mark those players and be there to knock off those options for him, and they did that well.
Yeah, Ireland getting away with one. Oh, a nice passive link option. They don't go for it. They go for the wing. It was number 7, Conor Windle, in a bit of space on the wing, but marshalled well by New Zealand. And Edwardson's done really good to get the ball down cleanly. Once again, New Zealand, it's these yards up the box that underpin how aggressive they are in their line attack as we see Kennison. Oh, it's a beautiful pill over the top. It might have drifted forward. I'm not sure if the sideline refs are happy with it. They are indeed. And once again, it's Tamati, the architect of this one. Oh, geez, it's Mark Hodson with the pill and Tamati on the wing. And Hodson, beautiful long ball into the corner.
Yeah, lovely vision there from Hodson. Just that pick-up, that step back, and just safe hands there out on the wing, as we've seen from the first half.
Yeah, and it's always been safe hands for this New Zealand wing. Again, best job in touch. Jotting down some beautiful scores as Ireland look to go similarly to that far wing. But it's that execution rate for Ireland that's letting them down in comparison to the clinical nature of the New Zealand line attack.
Yeah, good defensive effort here from Ireland. You can see them trying to rush up and knock off some of that momentum that New Zealand is so formidable with. Oh. And again, an intercept there, and well held there that time, not a knockdown.
Yeah, it was Cian Mullen getting up in the passing lane. Half was isolated, half to sort of get the ball blind, and Mullen was alive to it. Stephen Troy on the ball. Troy trying to feed off on the outside. However, Eddie Devitt didn't really seem like he ever wanted that ball from Troy. And Ireland are going to need to find some impetus here. It's Mullen. He picked off the ball. He was the ball hawk. Ennis, half's a bit late. Sebastian Caldwell looks long. Tap on option. I think the ball to the wing was the right one there.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate there, just that ball down. But you could see Ireland trying to build something there, and just burning those couple of touches to get the fresh legs on as well, just in case they did have to defend this out as they are doing now. Yeah,
and they will get the turnover. It's one of those for me. That touch was 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Could have gone either way. This time Ireland get the rub of the green, or the look of the green, I should say.
Here we go.
They need something from this line attack set if they want to stay within touching distance of this New Zealand side. And it is Kennison working with Sebastian Caldwell. And Caldwell to Kennison seems to be the connection that works for Ireland, and they do get over.
Yeah, lovely mid platform here again with the hard split right. Just coming in on that ML with the pass back there through the middle. Lovely bit of play there from Ireland. And yeah, like you say, Matt Kennison there, one of the architects really, with Sebastian Colwell.
And it seems like that connection of Colwell to Kennison is the one that's going to cause New Zealand the most amount of problems. And they did a really good job of condensing both New Zealand middles and executing the space on the outside. But you've then got to compound that with a defensive shutout, and that's easier said than done. However, it's a good touch, so this is 5th. Once again, Edwardson looking for the long ball, doesn't go. Now it goes to the wing, and just losing his footing is Tamati in that far corner, and Ireland do get the defensive shot.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a really big 60 seconds there for Ireland. That'll mean a lot to them and give them a bit of a boost in that sub box for sure.
And a much better transition, and here comes the scoop. Oh, is he going to call play through? He is indeed. Can they find the spare man? Yes, they can. And the referees judge that Chauncey Edwardson had never hit the onside line, and it's the pace from Nicholas Long getting over. Yep, I tend to agree with the referees on that one. And it's Fraser McMullen who took a massive contact in the first half, has come into the second half firing. And dare I say, game on.
Yeah, absolutely. Lovely finish there by Alan, and really well listened as well. It's just, you know, you may think you're onside, but referee's word is what goes. And yeah, just really heads up and good listening there from Ireland.
But once again, Ireland's tall order is defending this New Zealand line attack. Oh, great footwork, almost done 2 in a phone booth, did Nick Birchfield. But New Zealand with another touch, deep switch, diving touch comes in, and Ireland, here we go, now we're coming to play.
Yeah, absolutely, this is good to see. So, you know, maybe those half-time talks are starting to pay off a little bit here for Ireland. They seem to have a little bit more of a zest for life in this first half of this second half of the game.
And Ireland again looking for that scoop through. I think the switch play was on, but not quite made the read. But all of a sudden, Ireland are turning on the flare. And we saw this in the first half. There was a 5-minute spell for Ireland where they looked really potent, defending New Zealand, and then they dropped off. They can't afford to do that now. Remember, this is quarter-finals footy. There's no second chances. You've got to take your opportunities when they come.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Oh, and it's lovely disguise on the play. Good honesty as well from the Irish link, diving at the feet, no touch. And on this occasion, they can't defend the potent New Zealand attack, and it's Mark Hodgson dishing the ball off to Brenton Connell. And Connell, the beneficiary, going over. And just as soon as Ireland closed the gap to 4, New Zealand extend it back out to 5.
Yeah, that pickup again for Ireland, for New Zealand, sorry, just proving to be so dangerous.
Speaking of dangerous, here's the danger man for Ireland, Caldwell, dropping the ball off into a space. Congested area though, long ball might have been on. This left-hand edge seems a little bit free. If Caldwell can pick up and find it. Caldwell does look to this left-hand edge. Great flat ball. Can they get it down in the corner? Yes, they can. And I do love it when they listen.
It's almost like they heard you there, Joe. What a lovely ball here. Really well orchestrated, just on that pickup, on the fly, and safe hands there. What a beautiful finish there by Ireland's number 7, Connor Windle.
He treaded water on this touchline ever so well. It must have been millimetres from going out, but not given. And Ireland almost sort of have done away with the rule book and just saying, well, if we're going to go out, we're going out swinging. And they're throwing some haymakers, but you've got to stop this one, Edwardson. It's lovely drop-off, and there's the score. And once again, it's the connection of Chauncey Edwardson to Lance Cooper that is Ireland's undoing.
Absolutely. Again, look at this pickup, and then just on that switch play, gets through the defender. Just the footwork and the athleticism of this New Zealand team is just really, really hard to combat at times for Ireland.
For me, it's the interpersonal connections that New Zealand have an abundance. It's just looking too easy to go over that green line, and there's an unforced error in their line attack. And Ireland cough up the ball needlessly to New Zealand, and once again, that's not what you want. And Ireland are very isolated, looking a little bit leggy. offside penalty, rightly given. Irish defender about 20 metres offside in that instance.
Yeah, that is unfortunate there. Bit of a shame. Ireland have been getting a bit of a roll on. Just maybe need to try and keep these silly penalties to a minimum.
And they're needless penalties as well that surrender field position to New Zealand. It is all too easy at the moment. Ireland, again, had that 5-minute spell where they looked dangerous but have dropped off once more for the New Zealand superiority. ML play, looks long, doesn't go, nice phase, but a loss of control, but it will be a penalty for offside.
Yeah, we can see what New Zealand were trying to do there. If that had come off, that was a dangerous looking play there, but they got another crack at the line anyway, as we can see.
And it's good defensive spacing there from Ireland. Number 10, Sasu Wahapi. He was electric in the first half. Not quite seen him in this second. The first 10 minutes, these 10 minutes have flown by in this men's 30s affair. Lovely ML play, diving at the line. I think the referee might call penalty, nothing doing. So New Zealand have another opportunity. They look to go open sides. We see the replay of that ball going down. New Zealand now flat at the line. And once again, it's Mark Hodgson trying to engage Irish defenders and fizz it to the outside, but nothing doing on that occasion.
Now, yeah, Ireland coming at their box with that an extra little bit of intensity here. Hopefully they can inject a little bit of pace coming on here, get a bit more momentum and push New Zealand back a little bit.
Ireland looking for the switch. That'll be touch and pass. Easy decision for the referee. Bit translated. And Ireland, I dare say that it's similar blueprint to the first half. Had moments where they were really in the driving seat and have just sort of fallen by the wayside a touch. It's number 7 for Ireland, Connor Windle, smashing the ball down. And there's 6 more.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate there. Again, giving New Zealand that fresh set of 6, almost on their halfway line. It's a dangerous position to attack, as we see them do here. Referee says it's fine. Acres of space there. We'll see the replay coming up.
It's Blake Hornbrook with the dancing feet. What are you doing on a touch pitch? Get on the dance floor. Disgusting. Left foot step. Tells Fraser McMullen a hot dog. And it's Hornbrook going over. New Zealand are turning on the style.
Yeah, that was a lovely step back there. Really nice score for Hornbrook.
That's good. Endeavour, good pulling out from Ireland. They're passing around the middles. Need to get a bit of go forward, but they do get the penalty. And that's better from Ireland in their line attack, engaging players, drawing penalties. Not seeing enough of that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we can see as well, they can turn on the flare. We have seen it, so...
Doggy's coming round. Oh, did the touch come in time? It did indeed. It was Brenton Connell making a beautiful defensive intervention for New Zealand. Ireland looking to condition this link. Another Doggies. Sweeper plays a little bit late. Hands are good. That might be a judge touch and pass. It's not, but that's 4th, 5th coming. So have one more strike at the line. And Scoop comes through, but always too close to the line. However, penalty. That's 2 on the line. They can't afford one more, otherwise someone will be sent for the rest of the possession.
Yeah, and New Zealand will be looking to avoid that. Ireland, however, this is a really good opportunity for them to make their mark and make it 6 tries.
Just a little bit static, and for me, I don't get anyone else on the ball other than Sebastian Caldwell. Here is Caldwell. Nice hands. Although, touch is made. Referees are just having a little bit of a chat. I think they're just telling the New Zealand link, you've got to keep going forward. And Caldwell in movement again to Caldwell. But every player running to the same angle is congested, and that is 6-touch turnover. So New Zealand do well to defend that set.
Yeah, definitely. And a little bit unfortunate there for Ireland. Obviously, they had the 2 penalties on the line, you know. It's 2 sets of 6 touches for them to do something with it. And yeah, a bit unfortunate there for Ireland.
Just over 5 minutes left in this affair, and it looks to be an uphill climb at the moment for Ireland. They're going to need a bit of magic to turn this around, and it's just floated into the air. And it's a stunning bit of piece of rugby. I believe it was Mark Hodgson, the orchestrator. It was indeed. And we'll see this here. It's like you just sort of run down a blind alley and went, well, I trust my teammate. Someone's going to be here. And it was indeed Blake Hornbrooks. He's had 2 moments of magic in this second half.
Yeah, absolutely. What a lovely ball there. And like you say, just he knew his teammate was going to be there. Didn't even really need to look. Just floated it up in the air and plucked it out. Safe hands. Got it down. Lovely score there. Again, just showing how dangerous they are on that pickup.
And again, as you say, it's the scoop through. The pace from Hodson is just proving too much for the Irish defence to deal with. And Ireland do draw another penalty on the line. So definitely running this New Zealand defence into some mistakes, but not able to capitalise on these as the 12 tries to 5 difference makes it very clear. 4 minutes left. I mean, it really would take a bit of a miracle. Ireland playing for pride. They'll like to get another couple scores on the board if they can, because I don't think 12 tries to 5 is an accurate representation of how Ireland have played. And for me, there was a dropping early penalty there all day. Nothing doing. Good pick up, long ball. Oh, don't need it. They go down the mid hole, and the last minute touch has saved New Zealand there.
Yeah, it is interesting. It seems like New Zealand discipline may be starting to drop off ever so slightly. Now we're getting into the last 4 minutes of the game. And, you know, moving forward, they'll want to sort of iron out those penalties. Like you say, it's probably too late for Ireland now. But, you know, if New Zealand keep gifting them these penalties, it might be an opportunity for them to get another score on the door. Definitely.
And there's another interception. So this is 0 first coming, and Ireland doing well to get up in the passing lanes and pick off some. However, it's these fundamental areas that they're coughing the ball up needlessly under not a lot of real pressure from New Zealand.
Yeah, it is a bit unfortunate there. Like you say, these unforced errors, but they have been gifted it back.
Yeah, it's almost like New Zealand when that was too easy. Here you are, Ireland. You can roll through your transition once more.
You have it back, Ireland.
I mean, actually, we don't want the ball. We've enjoyed it too much today. They do get the midfield penalty as well, so New Zealand really goading Ireland at the moment, saying, go on, you can have a couple cracks at the line, we don't mind it, we back our defensive prowess. And from my mind, I can't see Sebastian Caldwell on the field, so no, I'm lying, there he is. He's the one you need on the field from an Irish perspective, by far and away the player who stressed out this New Zealand defence. 2.5 minutes left, good pick up. Oh, the link wing hole was on. If not for a beautiful grab from Happy Mana Linnes. And once again, New Zealand living dangerously on this offside line. It won't matter. There's only a minute left on, well, 2 minutes left on the clock, and they're 7 tries to the good. It's a Sebastian Caldwell again. Looking for that little dump off to Kennison. Caldwell-Kennison connection live and kicking in the latter stage of this men's 30s quarter-final. Caldwell to Kennison, that's 4th. They look for the phase, but that's off the mark, and an easy turnover for New Zealand.
Yeah, that is unfortunate there. Ireland let New Zealand off the hook a little bit there. You know, they've been pressuring them in that defence. You know, they've been having to, they've been giving away a few penalties. So a bit unfortunate there for Ireland.
Yeah, and Ireland have definitely drawn penalties. They've just not capitalised. And for me, it's the fundamental errors that have crept into the Irish game that have undone all their hard work. Yeah. New Zealand once more crucify this Irish defence through the transition, and a little drop-off. If not for a really good covering touch from Sebastian Caldwell, there would have been the 13th.
Yeah, absolutely. Good defensive work there for Ireland. But, yeah, like you say, it's just converting that, you know, when they're getting up there.
A minute to go now in this quarter-final tie. New Zealand, really good value for the victory. Some superb scores on pitch too. I mean, namely that first one of the second half, the tap-off play with the disguised wraparound. I mean, that must have been one from the playbooks. It was nearly X-rated, that good. You see in the last 30 seconds, Ireland's having another crack at the line. And they will need a bit of magic to unlock this New Zealand defence. We've seen them do it, especially with long 12 done with the ball. Check back on the inside, nothing doing. That's 4th touch, 5th coming. 20 seconds left. Ireland want the score for the pride.
Yeah, nice doggies play there for them, and setting it back up in the middle again.
Oh, big touch coming in, but nothing doing. It was physical, but fair, and a good shutdown from New Zealand. And with just under 10 seconds left, New Zealand will secure themselves a semi-final spot, and thoroughly deserved. They've been superb. They might try and go coast to coast with a bit of flair. Oh, lovely dummy. Show and go round the outside. The diving touch is made, and he's in touch. And that will be all she wrote. New Zealand finished 12 tries to 5. What a performance by this New Zealand men's 30s.
Yeah, absolutely. They'll be really happy with that scoreline going forward into the next stage of this finals football weekend. But yeah, Ireland definitely a performance to be proud of there, 100%. They had some real moments of flair. It was just unfortunate at times. But yeah, a really, really strong performance from the Irish there.
Yeah, a lot of positives to take from an Irish perspective. Sticking 5 against New Zealand in any category is no easy feat. And good value for their 5 scores, but New Zealand do finish the winner. And we are going to take a very quick break before our next game, which will be Mixed Open, Philippines versus Wales. Another quarter-final. Do not go anywhere.
So what does it mean to you? The time?
The sweat. The passion.
The thrill?
The determination.
The support.
The camaraderie.
But it's so much more than that.
We're playing for something bigger.
You ready?
Question is, how are you going to leave your legacy?
It's our turn now.